everybody, welcome back. Yes, we're back. It's cold outside. It's cold. About a few weeks ago, we went from 98 to 78, so I made a big bowl of gumbo. But my genius ass forgot to hit the record button after the roux was done. So guess what? I didn't make any video for gumbo. But woke up this morning. It went from 88 last night. We went to bed to 48 degrees this morning. We woke up cold. And my wife looked at me and she said, "Honey, can you make me some potato soup?" And I said, "Honey, I'm going to make you some potato soup. Because when honey wants potato soup, I make potato soup. I like potato soup myself. Don't tell anybody that I'm doing this for selfish reasons. This is fun to make. I really do enjoy this. As you can see, we diced up some bacon. What we're gonna do, cook that bacon down just to get all the fat rendered out. Pull the bacon out, leave the fat in, and dump in some diced up onions and diced up celery. Cook that down till it's clear and soft. I don't care if it gets a color change. I don't want it to, but I do want it soft, and I want the volume to decrease as much as possible. I want to basically cook those down till I want the sweetness out of them. And then I'm going to go ahead and add in some butter, add in some flour, make a quick blonde roux. Then I'll dump in some vegetable stock, between 2 and 3 cups, depending on how thick you want it. Pull that up to a boil. When that's boiling, I'm going to add in some corn, add in some potatoes, add in some the andouille sausage that we diced up. And yes, we're using andouille because why? Because I'm doing things my way, Cajun. Cook that down till the potatoes are nice and soft. Then I'll fork in. Then we'll go ahead and add in some heavy cream, and let's let that boil. Add in some parsley with the heavy cream. Once that comes to a boil, we're done. So when we serve it, we're going to serve it just like you do. You think of it like a loaded potato. Put the soup in there, put a little bit of cheese in the middle, a little bit of that bacon that we pulled out in there. And if you want sour cream, sour cream. I don't personally like sour cream at all, unless it's cooked in something. But sour cream itself is not for me. My kids and my wife like it, so they can have their sour cream. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of diced green onion on there, though. I love chives. I love green onion. So anyway, let's get this started. We've got everything prepped as you saw. Just have to pull out the corn because I forgot to pull that out because da 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 da. Anyway, let me go get that done and we'll get this going over here in just a minute. All right, we're going to start off by rendering down the bacon. When you render it down, you want to go at a low heat. And you just want to get all that fat to come out of it and you want it to crisp itself up. All right, so we're going to pull the bacon out. You could let it go a little further than this if you want. I don't like mine. This is how I kind of like my bacon. I don't like it all completely and utterly crunchy and devoid of. I don't want it burnt. I'll put it that way. I'm gonna take it out now. The onions and the celery, and this will take about 15 or 20 minutes to get it cooked down the way we want. We're gonna add a little bit of crushed red pepper. This is kind of like you hear everybody say it. You're cooking, it's like building a house. Well, it's true. This is the foundation. We'll start out this way and build on top of it. Some salt, pepper, and garlic powder. I want to add a whole lot of salt because we're going to add some chicken base later, and that's got salt in it. 3 to 4 tablespoons of butter. And that's going to help us get those flavor bits off the bottom. Lots of good flavor, especially with bacon. Oh, you do not want to waste that at all. All right, so when those get real soft, we're going to go ahead and drop in the garlic and let that just cook for 30 seconds, and we'll add in the flour. And when you add in the flour, make sure you have your stock or liquid or whatever you're using ready. Like I said, when you want to cook the garlic for 30 seconds, maybe 2 or 3 tablespoons. See what I'm doing here? I'm cleaning the sides too. All of that flavor bits. I want all of that up and I want all of that mixed into my soup. That's the best stuff. That's the stuff you can't buy in a grocery store. That's the seasoning you can't put in a jar. I'm going to go ahead and add in the flour. The stock. Crank the heat up. You're going to want to bring this to a boil to see how thick it's going to get. All right, now this is something to pay attention to here. It's thicker than I wanted it to be, so I'm going to add a little more stock to it to thin it down. When you're using a roux, you never know how thick it's going to get till it's boiling. When it's boiling, it's at its thickest point. So that's why we bring it to a boil, and then we can make adjustments from there, like I just did. It came to a boil or started a boil, and it's already too thin, so we've got to add some more stock to it. It's a little closer to what I want. See what flavors like right now. Yeah, that's a good base. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and add in the sausage. I'm gonna go ahead and finish getting the potatoes ready. 2 cans of sweet corn. You can use fresh if you have it. I didn't have it, so I'm adding 2 cans. Should have got some fresh corn though. All right, start adding my potatoes. Potatoes! Still going? Oh yeah, look at that. Double tablespoon of chicken base. Get that worked in there. Heavy cream. Doing that for texture and color. And parsley. And a little bit of Cajun seasoning. Not much, just a little bit. Just gonna want to let this simmer for 15 to 20 minutes. See what we got. Oh, it's pretty. Pretty. All right, so to serve this, basically what I'll do is put a little bit of bacon in the middle. Right there. Cheese. And